As an F1 student or H1B worker, do you ever feel that although you've been living in America for years now, somehow your English just stopped getting better? Like, I still don't know what a rapper is saying in their music until I look at the lyrics. So I sat down, did some reflection, and I figured 5 reasons that's holding myself back from continuously improving my English. And I'm gonna go through these reasons in this video and discuss what to do about it so we can keep making progress on our English learning journey. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Alright, so the first reason that my English stopped getting better is when there's something I didn't understand. I wouldn't bother making sense of it. For example, you've probably seen this clip already.
You gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing, you get me?
Without context, first time I had no clue what she said. Like, what's huck to? And spit on that thing. Well, I later learned that she was answering the question of how'd you turn on the guy. So I see it spit on that thing. But hey, the point here is sometimes I really had to do some extra research to make sense of something that I heard on the internet. And the younger me was too lazy to do it. And then I missed a tons of opportunities to learn something new. Frankly, it's oftentimes some bad dirty phrases. The second reason my English stopped getting better is I haven't consumed much content in English. It could be movies, YouTube videos, podcasts, music, etc. Let me tell you, when people ask me, hey, what kind of music do you like? I struggle to give a good answer because I have not listened to enough American music to develop my taste. Guess what I said? Oh, I kind of like country music, you know? I spent a couple years in Virginia and my friends introduced that to me. I think it's kind of chill. And the person was like, oh, very cool. You're the first Asian dude I met that loves country music. Who's your favorite artist? Then I was like, I don't really have a favorite. Oh shit, I don't know what I'm talking about. Speaking of my Virginia years, it brings me to my next point. I no longer hang out with native speakers all the time. You know, back in the day it was college, so much easier to make friends. Which means I got to spend time with people and interact with them using English all the time. But now I'm just living the adult life, moved to a totally new city. I had to try so hard to even make some hobby friends. I wonder if it's just me or it's a norm nowadays. Don't tell me, hey, you still use English at work though. Man, let me tell you, pushing the envelope in corporate America when you deep dive on something so your boss can have their ducks in a row, then circle back with a higher up, isn't gonna help your English that much, in my perspective.
I see what you mean.
Number 4. I never shadow native speakers talking to improve my pronunciation and intonation. You know, to get better at something, you gotta first know where you are not matching up to the pros. You gotta spot the difference first, like between the way you talk and how native speakers talk. Then you make the adjustments, right? But when I was in real conversations, even just communicating occupies all my brain. I don't have the extra capacity to think about, oh, am I pronouncing that word correctly? Do you believe that due to this reason, it took me years to realize the word do is pronounced the same as the word do? Last point, I do not create content in English on a regular basis. Wait, don't you write email all the time at work? That's primarily done by my assistant, aka ChatGPT.
Nice.
Just like the best way to learn something is trying to teach it to somebody else, the best way to further improve my English is probably to share my learnings on the internet. So that's why I'm here, folks. In this channel, I'll share how I'm going to break my current English bubble and advance it to the next level. But it's not just one bubble, it's beyond the bubbles. So I'll also talk about how international students and foreign professionals like us could thrive in America personally and socially. So follow for more and please give it a thumb up so we can reach more people like us who needs the support from the community. I'll see you in the next video. Peace!